Hi, I'm Kania. Welcome to my channel. I have a guest star today. His name is Daniel. It's my son.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
We're doing, as you can see by the title, we're doing an unboxing, first impressions, and a review. So I know those don't all go together, but the unboxing is going to be of the Sony Walkman headphones. The first impression is going to be given by Daniel because he has not tried them yet. And the review is going to be by me because I've been using them for about 3 weeks now. And say hello to Jake. Jake is guest starring today. He's spoiled. We're on the couch, so he had to be here. Okay, so we are talking about the Sony Walkman headphones. They are sports MP3 players, and they hold 4 gigs of memory. It's a 2-meter waterproof, or up to 6 feet waterproof technology, and transfer from iTunes on Mac and Windows. Now, when I was researching these, it did not say only iTunes. It said it works with Windows and Mac. So I was like, okay, cool, it'll work with my computer. Great. I can put music anywhere. When I got the box is when I saw that it said iTunes only. So that was kind of an for me, but I've had iTunes for so long and there's so much music on there, it really didn't present a problem. But if you are looking into sport headphones, you need to know that they're iTunes compatible only. I did try and transfer music from my Google Play and it did not work. But it's super simple to use with the iTunes. So anyway, this is going to be the unboxing. Let's see, what do we have here? I did manage to get everything back in the box, amazingly. The way it came. Shout out to the American Heart Association. That's why we're all twinsy today. We did our American Heart Association walk with my company today in Houston. Okay. These are sold on the Sony website. They are also sold on Best Buy's website. If you're looking to see what these look like in person, unless you have a Sony store near you, you're probably not going to be able to do that. We attempted to go to the Sony store in the Galleria, and we're unsuccessful because that store is closed. We didn't realize that till we got there. But anyway, so we ended up going to Best Buy. It's listed on their website, but it is not carried in the store. These have been out for a few years now. The point of me getting these particular headphones was so that I would not have to have my phone with me while I was working out. I'm sorry, I'm looking off to the side. I'm looking at the mirror to see, make sure everything's in frame. So I would not have to have my phone with me because it's just something else to carry because I have hand weights and wrist weights and it's just, there's so much. So one less thing to carry is my phone because I had a workout belt and a couple of times I've actually been jogging and the workout belt has unzipped and fallen and then of course my phone goes flying. And one particular day, what the whole motivation behind this was, I dropped my phone, I have a Note 4, so the stylus popped out and I didn't realize the stylus popped out until I got to work that night. And I couldn't find it. Apparently it popped out in the parking lot. I didn't notice it. And so when I got home, it was still there in the same spot, but I had to re-walk the route to find it. And it was mangled because it had been run over. Now the tip still works. And when you put it in and take it out, it recognizes it, but the little button no longer works. So I do have to replace that. But anyway, that was motivation for me to find some other means of having music with me while I'm jogging or walking because we don't jog as much. Okay. So first thing in the box, oh, just dropped it all. Hold on to that. Headphones here. I'm gonna have Daniel open some of this stuff.
Manual. Warranty information in the manual.
Instructions. These are the headphones, obviously.
And then it comes with multiple pieces, so you can fit, your any kind of ear. Another set of pieces.
This is the charging cradle. I know we're kind of far away and I'm talking kind of loud, but I wanted to make sure we got both of us in frame. So.
Oh, I see. These are the swimming earbuds.
Yes.
So these are specifically for the waterproof.
Yes, that is correct.
participation.
They do have, because they're waterproof up to 6 feet, they have special earphones for that option that seals the headphones so you don't ruin them, because they're splash and sweat resistant from the outside, but from the inside you need something to block the ear canal, I'm supposing. Okay, so this is the charging cradle and the USB. Now you can just plug this into the charging cradle. You can plug the charging cradle into any USB port. Your phone port, your car, your computer. Now you will need to plug it into your computer to transfer your files, obviously, but it does give you the capability to plug it into other areas as well. Okay, so I think we pretty much covered everything.
Mm-hmm.
The instructions are universal, meaning it's all pictures. There are no words. There are no words at all. I'm sorry, there are words that say off, repeat, shuffle. It just tells you what the different buttons on the Walkman headphones do. So if you want to look at that, because you are doing the first impression. And I'm going to move this slightly closer and try not to knock everything down.
I know, Jake, I know, sorry. So let's see.
I'm going to show you the inside of the headphones. This is the right side. And these are the connectors for your charging. And this is the left side. You can see the little L there. Okay.
Okay.
Great. Okay. Good, move on.
These are pretty, I mean, the instructions are super straightforward.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty easy to follow.
It is.
Once I got the hang of the pictures, and I was like, because at first, don't open things when you haven't slept for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyone who's watched my channel, I do a lot of videos when I've been up all night, and so when I opened those, I had been up all night, and I was like, I have to open these. Okay, there you go. Now these are charged. They do already have music on them, like I said, because I have been using them for 3 weeks. But we're going to do Daniel's first impression of the headphones, how they sound, what he thinks of them, if they're easy to use.
Well, my initial first impression is they feel really good in the hand. They're really, they feel really well made. The quality feels really nice. I like the buttons are really tactile. They give you good feedback as far as, whenever you're going on the move. Let's see what they sound like. How do you?
Okay, so that's kind of the tricky part.
So left and right, I got you.
Yep,
Okay.
there you go.
Okay.
Swing them behind your head. And you had another bag of little goodies with you. There you go.
So they're there. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. And these are kind of, these
Oh,
actually, yeah. Okay, there you go. They kind of go in there like that.
Oh, I see. There they go. Okay, so.
How do they sound right now? I know you haven't turned them on, but do you feel muted at all?
Yeah, definitely.
There's
I
some
just turned
noise
them on.
reduction.
Yeah, there's definitely some noise reduction. I just turned them on. Power on. It sounded really cool.
Yeah, there are voice prompts on the headphones for everything that you're doing, except for fast forward and rewind.
Okay.
But there are buttons that prompt you. Sorry.
That's the menu. So how do I
Okay.
select music?
Okay. So he's just gonna scan through the their menu to see the instructions. Okay, left and right.
So the right bottom is the play button. Okay.
It's kind of in the middle.
Right.
Okay. And it tells you what mode you're playing in. So there are 3 different modes. Have you clicked it yet? Have you clicked the button yet?
I can't hear anything you're saying. not a thing. The initial sounds pretty good. It's really clear, surprisingly. I want to hear what they would sound like underwater, but
that would be cool, actually.
my initial first impression of the sound is quite good, considering. Oh, okay, that changes.
So what are you pressing right now?
Right now, I'm pressing the next button, and it gives you a little prompt to tell you that you're actually changing to the next song.
Okay.
And then it gives you, I believe, it gives you a different beep if you're going backwards. So forward
Correct.
is 1 beep, backwards is 2 beeps.
Forward is 2 beeps, backward is 3 beeps.
Oh.
And they're a little different tone,
yeah.
too.
She's right. Backwards is 3 beeps, forward's 2 beeps. Pause is 1 beep.
Mm-hmm.
So what is this side? Volume?
Yes. Volume is on the left side.
Now
So on the right, you have power, and I'm kind of pointing to my ear because this is kind of where they are on the earphone. Power, play and pause, and then forward and backwards. So they're on the bottom. Sorry, Jake. And on the top, on the left, you have the mode, which is play, shuffle, and normal play, shuffle, and repeat. And then the middle,
can you hear that?
I can hear it now.
Let me tell you, these get loud.
Yeah, there's no max volume on these.
There is it eventually.
Oh, really?
I thought, hold on. Yeah. There is a max volume. Eventually. I thought there was not going to be a max because it just kept going up and up and up. And then it finally tells you, this is a threshold where your ears are no longer safe to listen.
It tells you that?
No.
Oh. It's like it says that?
No, but it does give you an indication that you've reached the max volume. So it does beep at you to tell you that, you can't go any louder. But they do go surprisingly very loud. I like that a lot because most headphones, they limit you at how loud you can go. I mean, obviously they do, but I think if you're using these for athletic activities and stuff, especially underwater, I think that's really useful. And the sound is still very clear and really crisp. So
okay, play a couple songs, and I want you to try the mode button as well. The these do have ambient sound.
Is that what
so
this is?
yeah, it'll tell you on or off. Okay, so put them back on for me, please.
Let me see this.
So one thing I discovered with these is they are very noise reducing. I don't know if that's on the box, like they're noise reducing headphones, and that it might be. But when you put them on, initially they suction in there so you can't hear anything. So can you hear yourself talking?
I can hear it right now, yeah, but should I hit this mode button?
Hit the mode button on. And it says on, right? Now can you hear yourself better?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because now you can hear. How loud do you have the music on?
No. Oh, okay, so mode puts it in shuffle or regular.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to press the ambient sound button.
Oh.
Do you see the difference?
So that's like a surround sound, or like. Oh.
I love having him on here with First Impressions. It's so cool.
That's pretty impressive, actually. It is. It's a noticeable change.
Yeah, because it
sounds like it's giving it more treble. I mean, it definitely sounds like it's giving it surround sound.
But it's not a surround sound feature. It's so
not.
that you can hear what's going on around you when you're out. Like if you're jogging and you're on the street, you need to be able to hear a car coming. That's really what that's for. It's to hear things outside.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So you can hear people around you, and otherwise when it's on and you have the volume kind of loud.
Oh, I see now.
You can't hear anything.
See, you weren't talking before, so now I understand. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. So
So with
the ambient sound
yeah.
really works. Like
Yeah.
it. I wasn't sure because I've seen a couple other reviews of other headphones, and the ambient sound sometimes can be a kind of gimmicky, but that one really works. Like I couldn't hear when I first put them on. I turned the volume up, and you cannot hear anything but what you're listening to.
Agreed.
At all. You can look at somebody, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. I can't. Nothing. If I could read lips, I could hear you. But no, when you turn that on, huge difference. Huge difference. So I want you to shuffle through some songs and see. Tell me what you think about the bass. And why
that's what I've been trying to pinpoint. This isn't really a bassy kind of song.
Rewind it, like a few songs, because that
here we go.
there we go. Which song is that? Okay.
I don't know.
So Okay. So to kind of give you some information on the headphones, you don't need your phone to connect. You don't need your phone for the music. You need a computer or a laptop to load music onto the headphones. But then once they're loaded, you're good to go. It holds 4 gigabytes of memory. There's 4 gigabytes of memory. About maybe 1 or a little bit more than 1 is for the product itself. And so it gives you about 3 something gigs worth of memory for actual music. And you can do audiobooks, anything that you can load onto iTunes, you can put on there. As far as music and really, Jake, music and audiobooks. So it holds about a little over 900 songs. That's a lot. I mean, how long are you working out that you need to listen to 900 songs? But I loaded like 700 on there just so I can have some variety. The different modes shuffle through. Jake, seriously. I don't know if you can hear that, but he's licking his bowl and clanging it in his dish so that he's like, okay, I want some more because he's greedy. Anyway.
Okay.
So, but the sound to me is really good. Now, mind you, I was coming from some wired $10 headphones that connected to my phone, and I kept snagging the wire when I would do something, or if I would start jogging, and the wire, I would like fish the wire through my shirt so it would still be out of the way. But if I run with my hands down by my side, I would snag the wire and then pull the thing out of it. I mean, it was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. And so I wanted something streamlined and easy. And for me, these are excellent. I really, really enjoy them. I really like them. They get plenty loud for me. They have pretty good bass. They're not like, they're not compared to if you go to a store. I don't have any Beats, but I've listened to them before. If you go and you really are, all you want is bass, these are not the headphones for you. They do get pretty good bass. You can hear them, but it's not subwoofer bass. It's Sony Walkman bass, which is not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. And how loud did you have it? That's something I wanted to share because I wasn't sure about the bleed out, and I couldn't really hear. I couldn't hear anything that you were listening to.
Really?
Not until you took them off, and you were like, Can you hear them?" So I'm gonna put them on. Where his ears have been. I'm gonna put these on, and I'm gonna.
Now, one thing I want to note is the bass factor. Like you were saying, the bass factor is much more prominent when the ambient occlusion. What is that? What is that? The mode when it turns it on and off. Where you can hear the outside. Yeah, she doesn't know what I'm saying.
I didn't know this song was on here.
Anyway, so when you have the mode on to where you can hear more outside noises, the bass definitely decreases dramatically. The boom factor, or whenever you hear the drop of a song, is definitely not as bassy or heavy when you have that mode turned on to where you can hear things on the outside. But if you're just by yourself, no worries. You turn that off, you're jamming. I think the bass for these headphones, for what you're getting, is very decent, is very acceptable. But like she said, over-ear headphones like Beats or something like that will definitely have much more bass and much more oomph to the drops of the songs that you're looking for. If you're a bass head.
What?
How do they sound?
Hold on, time out. Okay. Oh, I forgot to turn it on. Okay, this one has okay bass.
Yeah, the last song I did had good bass, but it was.
Right. Hold on.
It's just when you have that mode turned on and off is what I was talking about. That the bass kind of lacks when you have the mode off. You see that?
What? What are you saying?
When you have the mode, the ambient mode on and off, whenever you have it off or on, the bass is lacking.
Oh, I see.
It's much more trebly.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's kind of what they take away is that deep tone.
I see. That makes sense.
You see? Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Trying to find this song. This particular song, I love listening to this.
Now that is one thing that there is no screen, there is no interface that connects to this. So you're just searching for music. You're just going through the music off of you putting it in whatever order you have put it in, alphabetically or however you have it by artist or whatever, because it goes in as you put it in. You know, as it
That's
click
true.
and drag, and it sits in there like that. Now there is, of course, the option to repeat just the full playlist and shuffle, so it will mix up all the songs, so it's random, or it'll just go through as is, like you put it in.
Yeah, and that is. Go ahead. That's Eminem about to play. That is one thing that I did note. When it says play folders, because the voice prompt tells you, a young, nice little feminine voice. She tells you what you're playing. Like if you're in normal mode, or she'll say shuffle folders or whatever. In the folders, it's an alphabetical order. So the artist by artist name. So if I have, because my music taste is all over the place. So Eminem, all of Eminem's songs are in a row, and I mean that's no problem for me. But so if I want to listen to someone in particular, it's hard to get to that person. It's hard to get there. So that would be the only thing that I don't like about it. It's limited in how you play it. So if you have like a ton of songs on there, like I do, you will possibly listen to the same songs over and over. You'll have to like keep fast forwarding it. Like I just heard this song yesterday. So don't change the mode, because then it kind of resets it or something. So that's something I don't like about it. Plus there's no way, like he was saying, to guide yourself into which direction you want to play the songs. Shuffle is it's a shuffle, but it will reshuffle over again. They will start the shuffle in the same place or something. It's weird. It's hard to describe, but the sound is really good, and they last. I think it's like a 6-hour battery. I'm not sure, but I know the first week I got them, I charged them a little bit while I was loading the songs and trying to figure it out, because it charges when you hook it up to the computer. It's charging it, and I work out every day that I work. So I work nights. I get up in the morning. I come home from work in the morning, walk my dog, and put the headphones on and work out for a little over an hour each day. So 5 days in a row. It did not die until the end of the 5th day. So it lasted. Plus I was listening to them in the house, just doing stuff, because why not? Because I needed to test them to make sure, because when you buy it from Best Buy, which is where I bought them, you have that 14-day grace. So I want to make sure I really liked them before that 14-day grace expires, so I can take them back. Because they're not cheap. They're not super expensive. They're $99, but they're not cheap to where like, it's nothing, I'll just keep them. No, I don't do that. If I don't like it, I will return it. So, but these are I'm very happy with these, and they do get really loud. This is the teal color. They come in like 5 colors: white, black, teal, like a lime green, which I wanted, but Best Buy didn't have the lime green. They have that teal color and black. What else was I gonna talk about? They're super comfortable. They do stay in your ears. Even when I'm getting sweaty, they do stay in there. They don't move around very much. You can move your head and jog and look down and everything. I mean, because they're so lightweight, they just sit there. They just are in there. And the different sizes of earbuds are really super easy to take on and put off. Like these are the smallest ones, I think. The first ones were comfortable. The standard ones they come with were comfortable. but I felt like they were a little too big. So I put in a smaller size so they can get all up in there. All up in my ear canal, blow my eardrum out. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So, and also in one of the packets, if you could hand me that real quick.
Yeah, that's another thing we didn't really touch on is the weight of these is really light.
Yeah, I was really surprised because they store music. I was thinking they would be a little heavier.
Yeah, you have these big things on your ear and it kind of seems like it might be a little heavy or a little clustered, but it's really in a compact design and it's really light. It doesn't bother you at all. I mean, you can't even feel it when it's around your neck if you don't have them on. And even when you have them on, you don't realize how. I mean, obviously, when you first get them in there, you realize what you got. But after you put them on, you just feel like you're wearing regular headphones. I mean, once you get the hang of it.
Yeah, which I really, really like.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like you're wearing a big earpiece or something around your ear, which I really like that. It feels very natural.
Yeah.
I can just have regular buds in.
Yeah, which is something I wanted in contrast to other sport headphones that are over the ear, because I don't mind those. I do have a pair of those that have really good bass, the Blue Dios. But when you're jogging and you're getting sweaty and your hair is getting kind of sweaty, and if I pull my hair back and this is all getting sweaty and gross, and I have hair product in, so it's all there's bound to just shoot right off your head. These don't go anywhere. These don't go anywhere.
Yeah, they really lock in to your ears. I like that.
And this is not all over the place. Like, I have outdoor issues. I don't like nature that much. And
no, she likes nature. She doesn't like the bugs and insects that come with nature.
Thank you. That's what it is. It's because if I see like the gnats, I can't. They just gross me out. But this doesn't dangle. Like, I can't leave my hair down too much when I'm working out because I will always feel like something's on me, and it can't because it gets sweaty and then it starts to. So anyway, if you have where I was going with that was if you have like a little smaller of a head, it does come with this little adjuster, and what this does is it hooks some kind of way. I don't know. I didn't do it because I don't need it. But I think you just hook it in there and it creates a smaller space. So it's a little tighter to your head if you need that. It does come with that adjuster. I didn't look at the instructions on how to put that on, but I'm sure it can't be hard.
Yeah, and if you have a bigger head, these don't go any further than what it comes with, and it don't give you any options to extend it. Right?
True, that is true.
So,
but it does fit. Like, if you put it on, you do have a little bit of extra space because it's just going from ear to ear. It's not, I don't know how big.
It's not made to wrap around, your whole neck and all that stuff. It's made just to go ear to ear and just sit right at the back of your head. It's not made to sit around.
So go ahead and put them on for me real quick, and then we'll turn your head around.
Wow, these
backwards. Turn your head around, and then we can look at them.
Yeah. So we'll put these in.
And Sony does pretty good quality merchandise. I've not ever been disappointed. And I know some of you may not be old enough, but Sony Walkman invented the Walkman like so many years ago, like 30 years ago.
Yeah, so let's see.
Okay, so turn around. Sorry, Jake. Sorry, excuse us. Pardon us. Okay, so turn. There we go. Okay, so you can see he's got like. How's that feeling? I can put my fingers in there, and he's got some space there. But it just hangs there loosely, and but it doesn't flop around. It's not so loose that it's floppy, but
no, even you doing that doesn't even even doing this doesn't like it's moving it, but it's still in my ear very securely. Like, I don't feel like they're about to fall out at all. I don't even feel like I need to readjust it. Honestly, it feels perfectly fine. Yeah, I like that a lot.
So you do, maybe if you do have an abnormally large head, I guess it would be hard.
It would be an issue.
It would be an issue. But it may just make it come up higher on your head. That may be what happens. Instead of hanging down,
it'll just sit come differently on your head.
Yeah, that may be how they solve that. But anyway, that is our threefold video. I know it's kind of long. Thank you so much for sticking in there. I appreciate it. Thank you, Daniel, for coming today.
No problem. It was a pleasure.
So the Sony Walkman headphones.
So,
They are, I would highly recommend them on a scale of 1 to 10. They are a definite 10. Well, yeah, they're probably an 8 because of the lack of ability to kind of filter through the songs, and that they're only compatible with iTunes.
Now
That's the sadness. That's sadness for me.
Yeah, that definitely drops it.
It drops it a notch. Yeah, that does. But this, there are two different styles. This, I believe, is the newer style. This is the WS 413.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? There we go. So, and, oopsie. Sorry, Jake. I apologize for... but they do a good job. They do a really good job. And like I said, they do get really loud. They're easy to work with. And you kind of get used to where the controls are.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and I did discover, because I was on the phone, I was listening to music, and then I took a phone call. They do have auto shut off after maybe 30 minutes or so. I'm not sure how long, because I was on a pretty long phone call. And then I went to put these back on, they were off. So I didn't realize they had an auto shut off. But that is good. So if you ever pause them and then you forget that you paused them and you're thinking your battery is dying, it's not, because they will shut off automatically after so much not using them, after so many minutes of not using them. And that's about it. Voice prompts. I think we covered everything. Mm-hmm. Voice prompts for on and off, playing, sound prompts for forward and backwards.
For basically inputs.
Yeah.
Sound options for inputs.
Yeah.
The ambient sound, which is a microphone. I figured that because when you have them on and you turn the ambient sound on and off, and you kind of tap these a little bit, you can kind of feel a microphone feedback, but you don't. It doesn't sound like sound is being fed to you through a microphone. It sounds very natural. It sounds extremely natural.
Cool.
I didn't even know it was a microphone until I just read the box.
Oh, yeah. I didn't either, so I didn't read the box. And you're actually not in frame at all, so you said all that and no one can see you. Boom.
Nice.
Thank you Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying with us. And y'all have a good day. I hope that helped you. If you are considering headphones that will help you work out without having to be tied to your phone, these are a great option. Scoot over just a little bit. These are a great option, right, Daniel?
I think they're a great option. Yes. Even though I do not have a pair, I actually want to steal these for a week and test them in the water and see how good they actually work in water, and we can give you guys another review on that later on.
Oh, that's an awesome idea, because I don't like to swim. I don't swim.
That's why I said I would.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all have a blessed week.
Guy.
Bye.